you probably watched the game, and if you didn't watch the game, we'll talk you through the game. Manchester United versus how do you call them? Chelsea. It was a very, very interesting game because Manchester came out going blazing, but I thought it was a saving Amorim's job type game because I've never seen United play.
The start, the morning of the game, he's in there. He's like, please, guys, please work with me. Just please work with me once.
I had a strong feeling he will have gotten sacked that day if they didn't win the game. I just felt it.
And that's the thing, and that's the way that it's been with United for a little while now, where, did they dig one out against a Big Six rival? Yes, they did that. Did that save his job for this week? Yeah. Absolutely it did. 100%. If he lost that game, he's gone. The issue is, now it comes down to the next game that they lose, he's gone. So it doesn't really matter. And once you get a manager to that point, they should just go. Yeah. Because you're delaying the inevitable. Because, everyone, Pep's going to lose another match. Slot's going to lose another match. Enrique's going to lose another. It's like, why are you waiting until the inevitable happens? Just make it happen now.
Yeah. But I wonder if it's also an incentive for him to just kind of get the wheels rolling, in the sense that, hey, with that amount of pressure, you could do this, you could accomplish this. So can you now do this as much as you can? Can this become a regular thing or standard? But it's difficult too, right? Because there's a pattern.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of difficult.
The pattern is losing. But so let me pose it to you this way then. Yeah. If he's gone the next time that he loses, which again every manager loses at some point, so it's not a matter of if but when, and it's sooner rather than later. Why not just go ahead and get an interim manager in, find somebody new, and give them more time to figure out what they need in January? Because you still need one or two things. So all you're doing by leaving Amorim around is giving the next person less time to enact their change as quickly as possible. That's the whole thing. We talked about it last week. Part of your job is figuring out the best way to implement your squad. Yeah. He's not doing that. The other part is figuring out exactly who needs to come in. Yeah. Because, owners don't like blank check managers that say, well, if you give me a whole new 15-man squad, I can make this thing happen. It's like, well, no shit. Anybody's expected to do that, but you got to work with what we have and then tell me what you need. The manager that's bound to come in sooner rather than later again, they need more time to figure out and assess everything. Yeah, What's an extra 5 weeks of Amorim when he's going to be gone? For sure. The next person that comes in goes, dude, I would have rather been here in September figuring out what I need for December rather than late October, early November. I have 4 weeks to figure it out before the window opens. It's that's not enough time for someone else to succeed. So by letting him stay around and languish and fail, you're setting the next person up for failure at the same time.
Yeah. My way or the highway, I think that's his problem right now, because you can implement a tactic that doesn't work because you don't have the players to play for it. But you should be able to do with what you have, right? So, but when you look at that game, though, there's a couple of things that I kind of realized. I think they can play. They can play because I say in the first 15 minutes, there was so much pressure that at some point I thought, is that United playing or is someone else playing? Because Chelsea could not get the ball out of the out of the even first third. It was hard, And I think when I saw that, I was like, oh, they can do it. But on the flip side, though, if you have a good six, then you have Fernandes that can do more work at the top, right? Yeah. And I think that's really what one of the things he's missing, besides Casemiro having always like this average weird games where it's like, oh, he's doing good. Then, oh man, come on, man, you just cancel what you did. He's got a goal. I don't know why you would want to get a red card.
It's one thing when a team or a player in particular is having a very electrifying game. That would happen during that 2018-2019 Liverpool where they're always running around like maniacs. But there were even performances within that season where you're like, holy cow, that is next level. There's nothing wrong with being surprised when they reach that next level. But when you're surprised that it's like, wow, they look like a decent side today. And I haven't seen that in 18 weeks. And just like, that becomes an hit. Where's that been for the last 7 months? It's like you don't want to feel that way, and that's and the more that you work up, not you, but in general, work up how well that they pressed and seemed motivated. And it's like, again, just like Amorim sneaking out a win. It's like that's not the the recognized form anymore. So it's not so much that we're expecting this to be the maintained form.
Yeah.
It's just that it was a one-off game. And honestly, of the big sides, someone that's going to get, put out by a side like United in that odd moment is Chelsea.
That's
because they still have a very inconsistent squad in terms of not only who's being fielded, but who plays exceptionally well within that unit itself. They basically have the defensive midfield nailed down with Fernandez and Caicedo, but everybody else feels like, and I guess Palmer, when he's fit, in that number 10 role in the dead center. But it's like, other than that, you don't really have too many players that, like, I know exactly where he's going to be this Sunday or Saturday, depending. And that's not good either. So, when you're playing against a side that's very inconsistent in terms of where they are on the pitch, I think United can get one under them and figure out, oh, wait a minute, in the first 4 or 5 minutes. It helps getting a red card in 5 minutes as well, by the way. They're like, you know what? Holy shit, we can do this. It's like, no wonder they worked a little bit harder than.
But they was really electrifying. He played defense like I've never seen before. I think so far what it taught me that game is I can see them doing this because there was a lot of opportunity that they actually did not even finalize, or just take advantage of, and there was not a lot of balls sent to Sesko or funneled down to Sesko or Chesko, however you want to pronounce his name, so he could make full. I mean, he could just take advantage of what was there. He could score more. He could have. The way
cutting out the middleman, and by the middleman, the midfield. How can I get this ball to the forward line without anyone touching it?
He could have. And another thing for Chelsea, though, Maresca kind of mismanaged the game. He panicked too soon after the red card. You saw in Neto. You saw in Palmer, but I understand Palmer wasn't feeling great. But you saw them. You saw Estevio. Then you bring out these midfield or holding midfielders. It's like, okay, do you want to just pack the bus and never have any opportunity to score? At least you should leave one at the top to give yourself any advantage. But you didn't. So I think he panicked way too.
It's like when your starting keeper is sent off early, like, sure, maybe you're not playing from the back that much that day. That's going to happen. But you need someone with pace somewhere in that forward line to where it's like, we're not going to have a lot of build-up play from our own third. We're okay with when the ball is turned over to us, a quick counter, long ball over the top, so that if it is turned over again, we're not caught completely out and we can reshape. But if we can get something over the top, then there it is. But it's like, once you completely turn yourself into an offensive impossibility, which is what he effectively did. That's the sign of someone that's not ready to really take any risks, and it's not the only team this weekend that
didn't take risks.
That didn't take risks that really should have. So
because we're going back to this other
and they're both disciples of Pep Guardiola.